Good morning, Mr. D here on a wonderful Wednesday morning. We have rain this morning in southwestern Pennsylvania compared to the 20 some days that we had last 3 weeks without rain. We've had beautiful weather, hazy weather. We've had skies from Canada come our way. But we're here today on Wednesday, June 14th, 2023. It was a wonderful weekend. Not in a sense that it was only my birthday on Monday, but the sense that I got to do so much and take care of myself at the same time and actually feel pretty good about myself. So as you see the background here, I got to go up to the mountains, and that was a little therapeutic for me in a way, because not only did I get to interact with some of my co-mingles with my day program, but I also got to sit and just enjoy the sound of this waterfall behind me. And it's a waterfall that I've grown up listening by, very close, about 20 miles from my house. It's a place where you go. There's a lot of people, but in essence, I know my way around the town pretty well. It's an estate park, so I love a state park. It just makes me feel a little bit of peace. And sometimes, it's challenging to find peace. But for me, that little 20 minutes or 30 minutes that I had sitting waiting for the crew, and just having that time just to sit on the bench and actually listen to the water, and not so much the people, not so much the town, but just sitting and listening to the sound of the water was definitely moving and very going forward. As a weigh-in standpoint this week, I'm doing better, but from where I had gained last week, I did not go to the meeting Monday because I took time for me, and it's okay to take time for you when you're in your journey, and being mindful of what you're eating, what you're consuming, all of those things. It's okay to take a little break, and I think for the longest time I did not take a break from that, because I always felt I was needed, and I felt that importance of having accuracy and weigh-in. But you only live once, and my parents are very ill, are both senior citizens. Let's just go with that word. And sometimes, and I'm quite wait sorry for the chair creaking. I'm quite grateful that I still have them in my life, and that they can do things like help and support me when I'm needed, when I need them to. And so I had to work Monday, and I decided to put a few more extra hours in because I need to get some things done. Um, but kind of didn't work out that way, but it worked out for the good in one way. And eventually I did get done working at 4 o'clock, and I was able to go eat. And it's not about eating on your birthday. It's about more than the food. I actually had a good weigh in the next morning, which was I was really pleased with that. Um, but it took all that getting through the challenging, the encouraging, getting through that whole weekend. And I did eat well over the weekend, and I did watch what I was eating, and I did not say literally watch, but I mean, I made sure that I was eating food that was adequate. In fact, when I was in this town, I did not eat greasy food. I ate from a grab and go bar, and it was equally the same cost, but it was a tourist town, so you're going to have tourist town prices. But but I chose to eat something a little more healthier, and more drink water and things like that, because that was the thing. We also went to a national park, and I did choose. There were beverages there to buy and consume. You couldn't take them in the exhibit area, or on the tour, but we were going out to look at the historical structure, and on a guide. And I felt that water would be the choice, not only in the sense of keeping my caffeine intake limited for the day, but in the essence of just staying hydrated, because it was warm that day. No, it was in the 70s, low 80s, but it was good. And same, with going to Pride, or doing what things that you want to do, getting these things done, and feeling at peace with yourself, and being who you want to be, and doing all that stuff too. So, I got a lot done over the weekend. I was very proud of myself. Of course, it took planning to know that I wanted to do all those things. And sometimes it takes just going with things and planning to move the way you want, knowing that sometimes you can't do all of your things in one day, but you did it because you wanted to do it and you fought through it and you did it. Now, going forward next year, I know not to do something on a certain weekend because I want to do one thing more than the other. And, that's having that delicate balance is what matters. So, I'm trying to be mindful. I went to food pantry yesterday, which I'm kind of, its finances are tight as always, but you try to manage through until payday and you try to do what you can to support yourself and others when you can. So I went to food pantry, got some things, and so I'm planning my meals this week. Even today is a Wednesday, and I work today, but I get a day program actually today. So I actually laid something out tonight. So that's a big step for me because normally I don't do that. Um, on a Wednesday, I lack and I don't plan my meals and I don't do all that. But I did that last night because I knew I want to be good this week, and I know I need to stay at home, and I know I need to eat. Granted, I do have gift cards for eateries, and I will use them when appropriate. But it's all about those things. And as far as the medicine goes, I'm doing quite well. It's not the fact that you know I'm being selfish. I'm getting up, and I'm knowing I have to take my medicine if I want to be well, and if I want to do things that I want to do, and even things that I don't want to do but are expected of me in a sense that I know I need to do them because not because I don't want to do them, but there's a sense of knowing where your capabilities are and knowing what your health is. But it's all about wellness. It's all taking care of you and being you and spending time for you and enjoying you. Well, yes, I didn't go to weight loss this week, and but I will go next week. And that it was a choice that I made because I wanted to take care of me. So with that being said, I want to thank you for listening. Take care of yourselves out there, stay safe, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.